The British Empire, a civilization so vast, people said a line that echoed across the world: the sun never sets on the British Empire. But empires don't last forever, and this is the story of the last emperor who watched the greatest empire in modern history fade away. A monarch who ruled during collapse, chaos, and war. This is the last emperor of the British Empire. For over 300 years, the British crown stood at the center of the world, stretching across 1/4 of Earth's population. But by the early 20th century, cracks had begun to appear. Nationalism was rising, colonies were demanding freedom, and a storm was coming that would shake the empire to its core. At this moment, the throne passed to a quiet, reluctant man, King George VI, father of Queen Elizabeth II. He did not choose power. Power chose him. George VI was never meant to be emperor. He was shy, he stuttered, and he avoided public attention. But after the abdication crisis of 1936, the responsibility of ruling the world's largest empire fell on his shoulders. He became emperor not at a time of rise, but at the beginning of the fall. The world was marching toward a war that would decide the fate of empires. World War II changed everything. The British Empire fought desperately to survive, but the cost was unbearable. British cities were bombed, resources drained, and debt skyrocketed. Across Asia and Africa, people asked one question: if Britain fights for freedom, why can't we? The empire's foundations were breaking. In 1947, the impossible happened. The jewel of the empire, India, became independent. For George VI, it was a painful symbol. Without India, the empire could no longer survive as it once had. One by one, other nations followed. A wave of freedom swept across continents. The sun was finally setting. By the early 1950s, George VI was emperor in title, but not in reality. The empire he inherited was disappearing. He watched as maps changed, flags were lowered, and nations reclaimed their identity. In 1952, he died, the last emperor to rule over a true British Empire. After him, the monarchy changed forever. The last emperor did not fall in battle. He lost his empire to time, to freedom, to history. His story reminds us, no power is permanent, only change is. If you found this story fascinating, subscribe for more dives into the chapters of our past. Thanks for watching.